Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Bonkekook here, aka your Lonely Achievement God, continuing our coverage of the good life with the third and final sheep race or trial. As always, I'm going to do the introduction. The sheep trials are unlocked after completing story route A. You can get a side quest from Douglas that will allow you to upgrade your home. You technically don't need to complete it, but essentially you're going to complete that side quest. And then he will offer you the ability to upgrade your garden, as I have selected on the screen right now. You don't have to do anything with that. What you need to do is run back to Douglas and select Let's Chat, and that will unlock the side quest for the sheep trials. And at that point, you are able to do the sheep trials every day. If you do finish all three of the sheep races under the part-time, you will unlock the Lady of the Sheep achievement, and you also get your daily money reward. This is the race I do recommend doing the daily race of, because you get the most money for doing it, and in my opinion, it is the most forgiving as far as finishing in under the part-time. There is a lot of obstacles to avoid on this race, so you may want to watch the entire video a couple of times before you race yourself, just so you get an idea of what way and what paths you're going to want to take. But I've probably run this race close to 400 or 500 times, so I'm going to probably make it look a little easier than it is because of how often I've done it. I've basically memorized the layout. You have to be under 34 seconds. I don't know. Let's take a look here. 32 seconds you have to finish the race in. And full disclosure, my fastest time has been 56 seconds. I regularly come in between 45 and 50 seconds. So I do have a ton of wiggle room on most of the times that I run this. As I said, this is probably the most forgiving as far as making mistakes and still being able to finish the race. You just kind of have to learn the course. And again, it is the most financially lucrative. You get the most money for completing this one in under the part-time compared to the other ones. So this is the one I recommend doing every day to get the financial reward. With that said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, I recommend watching beforehand because once you start in the race, it's difficult to explain everything that happens because of how quickly things happen. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get started. As always, right bumper to sprint right when the timer goes down. And we're going to try to hug the left wall up here. Once we get by this gate, we're going to boost through those barrels. And we're just going to stay towards the middle and then stay on the right here. Slide through. You're going to have the coffins coming up and some barrels. Just try to aim towards the barrels because the coffins don't pop up through the barrels. We got this section here where you may need to boost through if you get stuck on some barrels, and we got alternating coffins here. This can be very annoying your first couple of tries until you learn which patterns they pop up in. Again, going through this section is pretty self-explanatory here because the gates are off to one side, so you just have to avoid them. I do recommend trying to follow this path through these coffins. It can be difficult. I wasn't supposed to hit that rock there, but you can see how many items we hit, and we still finished the race in under 51.76 seconds. Which is well under the part-time. I think 19 seconds under the part-time. So, again, ladies and gents, if you have any questions or comments for me, let me know. I'm always willing to answer them if you do have them for me. But if not, I have just shown you how to get all three of the sheep races done in under part-time and unlock an achievement for you. It is worth noting it doesn't really matter what type of sheep you pick. I think I mentioned this in the first video, and I apologize that I haven't the last few. You can have a 2-star, 1-star sheep. It doesn't have to be fully leveled or anything. It doesn't affect how fast the sheep is to a significant degree where it will affect you being able to finish the trials. I don't know if it does at all, to be honest, but I don't want to say for sure. I used a 2-star sheep in the trials that I recorded here, and we had no problems finishing any of the trials. So If you have, again, any questions for me, let me know down below. But if not, I will see you guys next time.